All right, I'm happy to have you back. We're talking about the Eight of Cups. I'm Jeff Burr and I'm with Tattooed Spirit. If you have any questions about what it means to be a tattooed spirit, go to www.tattooedspirit.com. Read what I have to say about having those scars that turn into something beautiful under the tattooed spirit, okay? So, the Eight of Cups is where we are now. We just left the Seven of Cups, where all these wonderful things are in potential, these thought forms that you have, that you feel good about, very, very optimistic, into a situation where it's just better if you move on from it, okay? We're dealing with emotions still. It's the Cups suit. You can tell by this particular character that he's moving on. He is leaving these cups standing. So what does that tell us? That tells us that whatever he's got going on right now is working, but he's choosing to move on to greener pastures. And this truly is the card that speaks to, I think, most of us in the strongest way. Those of us who are afraid of change. Those of us who are just afraid to take a risk because what we have just isn't so bad. It's this character. He's reminding us that things in his situation aren't that bad, but he's choosing he's choosing to move on because there's something pulling at him to move on to something different, something greater. How do we know that? We know that because it makes sense, I think, logically, even physiologically. Your body reacts differently to the biofeedback mechanisms whenever you think like this. And also by our themes of numerology. We're talking about the eight. What's the other famous eight that we've been dealing with? It's the inner strength. You can see how these cards are kind of working with each other. It's the Eight of Cups. Everything's fine. Everything is a status quo, but he's looking for something greater. It's that pull to experience a different part of himself, to raise a glory in a situation in himself that he can say, I left this because I knew that there was something greater because of inner strength. It's that inner pull. You remember this card. If you don't remember this video, go back and watch it right after this. This is the first card of the second line of the major arcana that gets you down into getting to know what makes you tick. It's those interpersonal influences, those interpersonal forces that draws you in one way or one situation to the next, just because it's so individual it's so individual to you that it's actually hard to describe it to somebody else because it's just a feeling. This character, walking away from a stable environment, all cups are still holding a modicum of okayness, goodness, but yet the pull is to just answer this inner strength to just say you must move on. There is something greater for you. These are the people that they succeed greatly. Right there, the Eight of Cups. A little interesting how you can get further into the tarot and how you're going to be able to see these cards in a new and a different way. It's interesting how these cups are arranged. There's a pile of 5 cups and there's a pile of 3 cups. Your subconscious, in our meditations, in our hypnotic journeys, put together for you, so I'll give you a little cheat, I'll give you a little insight. His wand of active, he's holding a wand, is in the pile of 3 because he's searching for something greater, more of a celebration. He is searching and moving towards this card. We just talked about this a few ago. This is where he's planted his activity, something greater, the 3 of Cups. That's why his wand of activity, his wand of doing, his motions in the world are planted and more focused on the 3. This pile of 5 cups, we pull up that 5 card that we just talked about a little while ago after getting over a loss. These are people, these are situations that you just kind of go back to because they're still okay. He's not this character, our character, you are being suggested. You are being lovingly guided or inspired to move towards something greater, even though what you have is still considered okay. This is kind of like this pile of 5 cups is like if these ended up getting overturned and they all kind of still held water, but you still didn't want to move anywhere. Be this character. Be this character. This is the suggestion for this card. When you're shuffling your pile, your decks every morning, and you say, what is the best thing that I can keep in mind to serve me in fulfilling my dreams? If this card comes face up, it is to say, move towards that which inspires you. Move towards that which, you just feel pulled to, that inner strength. Now with this card, remember also, it comes with the influence right above it. Hopefully this is fresh. I don't know how long these videos are. I think you can watch them all by right. It may have been a few days, maybe a few weeks, but revisit the magician and the strength, and how it's no accident that you must remember that you are a co-creator, so that you can follow that inner pulling to a new way of life. This is the influence that sort of reigns over this new pulling of, I think I want to do something different, even though what I'm doing is okay. This new and different is something that's going to be even greater. Okay? If it comes in reversed, it just means that you're not moving, or that the steps have already been in place where you are just kind of being stuck. All right? So I wanted to just let you know it's more important to understand it face up, or I guess straightforward, I guess you could say. This is the suggestion that even though things are fine, it is I guess recognizing your subconscious mind that you have the power to move away from that and towards something that you feel this inner pulling towards. Wonderful guided meditations with this card. If it comes in reversed, kind of question why you may be staying with those 5 cups that are okay for you. Because, being okay is okay. But, when you move on and away from the familiar, that's whenever things get very interesting. And that's what your soul, that's what your spirit is here to experience. Something extraordinary. There's nothing more extraordinary than leaving a safe situation for something that's thrilling. So remember that. We're going to get into the 9 of Cups next, that whenever this character gets to wherever he's going, not even knowing where he's going to end up, how it's going to look something like the next number, the 9. Look at this cat. Look at this cat. Do you want to go back to your little 5 cups, or do you want to be this cat? Stay tuned, and we're going to talk about what's going on with this 9 of Cups, because you had the balls to walk away. You were inspired. You're being guided to leave that which is familiar and safe. You don't want to miss this. You don't want to miss the 9. Come on back. We'll see you in just a second, I hope.